You didn't find this by accident. In a world of infinite videos, endless distractions, and countless paths, something in you led you here. To this moment, to these words. Your soul recognizes truth before your mind does. And right now, as you listen to my voice, something ancient within you is stirring awake. This is the second of 12 forgotten laws that govern our universe. Laws that were once common knowledge, whispered in mystery schools, carved into temple walls, and passed down through sacred lineages. But they were hidden. Not destroyed, hidden, waiting for those ready to remember. Today, we unveil the law of vibration. And I promise you this, by the end of our time together, you will understand why this knowledge was kept from you. More importantly, you'll know how to use it, because everything is energy. And your vibration is the signal that shapes your reality. Close your eyes for a moment. Feel your heartbeat, that rhythm. That pulse, its vibration. Now feel deeper. Feel the subtle hum of life force moving through your veins, the electrical impulses firing in your brain, the invisible dance of atoms that compose your very being. You are not solid. You are movement. You are frequency. You are vibration. This isn't mysticism. This is physics. Everything in our universe, from the densest rock to the lightest thought, vibrates at its own unique frequency. The chair you're sitting on, the device you're watching this on, the air you're breathing, all of it is energy in constant motion. Nikola Tesla understood this. He said, "If you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration." He knew what the ancients knew. He saw what modern science is only beginning to remember. Think of two tuning forks. Strike one, and if another is tuned to the same frequency, it will begin to vibrate without being touched. This is resonance. This is how the universe operates. But here's where it gets profound. Your thoughts have frequency. Scientists can measure brain waves, beta, alpha, theta, delta, each state vibrating at different hertz. Your emotions emit signals. Joy vibrates differently than fear. Love resonates at a different frequency than anger. When you understand this, truly understand this, you realize something revolutionary. You are not at the mercy of your circumstances. You are a conscious being who can tune your own frequency. You're like a radio receiver. You can't receive jazz on a metal station. You can't tune into abundance while broadcasting scarcity. You can't attract love while vibrating in fear. The universe doesn't respond to what you want. It responds to what you are. Look at water. Dr. Masaru Emoto showed us that water crystals form differently when exposed to different words, thoughts, and frequencies. Beautiful, symmetrical patterns for love and gratitude. Chaotic, broken forms for hate and fear. You are 70% water. What frequency are you vibrating at right now? Sound shapes matter. Look at cymatics. Sand on a metal plate forms sacred geometric patterns when exposed to different frequencies. Each frequency creates a unique pattern. Change the frequency, change the form. This is how creation works. This is how your creation works. The ancients knew this. That's why they chanted. That's why they used singing bowls, drums, and specific tones in their temples. That's why 432 hertz was considered sacred. It resonates with the natural frequency of the universe. That's why 528 hertz is called the love frequency. It literally repairs DNA. But somewhere along the way, this knowledge was pushed aside, dismissed as primitive, replaced with the illusion that we are separate, solid beings in a mechanical universe. They told you that you are what you achieve. They never told you that you achieve what you are. Let me share something with you that might disturb you. It should. The law of vibration wasn't hidden because it was wrong. It was hidden because it was right. Think about it. If you knew, truly knew, that you could change your entire reality by changing your frequency, would you ever feel powerless again? Would you ever believe you needed someone else's permission to transform your life? No, you wouldn't. And that's precisely why this knowledge was buried. Not in some grand conspiracy room with shadowy figures, though perhaps that too, but through something far more insidious, systematic conditioning to ignore your own power. From the moment you were born, you were taught to look outside yourself, chase external validation, measure your worth by material accumulation, numb your natural frequency with processed foods, endless stimulation, and chronic stress. You were taught that the world happens to you, not through you. Ancient Egypt knew better. Their entire civilization was built on understanding frequency. The pyramids themselves are massive resonance chambers. Their healing temples used specific tones to restore harmony to the body. They understood that disease was simply dis-ease, a disruption in the body's natural frequency. The Hindu tradition mapped this knowledge into the chakra system, 7 energy centers, each vibrating at its own frequency, each governing different aspects of your being. When they spin in harmony, you are in flow. When they're blocked, you suffer. The Chinese called it qi. The Japanese, ki. Every wisdom tradition had a name for this life force energy that flows through all things. But modern society tells you it's all nonsense, that you're just a biological machine, that your thoughts don't matter, that your emotions are just chemical reactions with no impact on your reality. They keep you vibrating low, stressed about money, low vibration, fearful of the future, low vibration, angry at others, low vibration, addicted to drama, low vibration. Because here's the truth they don't want you to know. A population vibrating in fear is controllable. A population vibrating in love is unstoppable. When you vibrate high, you see through illusions. You make decisions from wisdom, not wounds. You create from inspiration, not desperation. You become magnetic to opportunities, synchronicities, and solutions. You become uncontrollable in the most beautiful way. This is why every spiritual master throughout history was considered dangerous. Buddha, Jesus, Rumi, Tesla, They all understood frequency. They all taught, in their own way, that the kingdom of heaven is within, that you have the power to move mountains, not through force, but through faith, which is simply unwavering frequency alignment. But if everyone knew this, if everyone remembered their power, the old systems would crumble. So they buried it, called it pseudoscience, relegated it to the New Age section where it could be easily dismissed. Meanwhile, they use this knowledge themselves. Why do you think every major corporation uses specific frequencies in their advertising? Why do you think casinos pump oxygen and use particular sound frequencies? Why do you think your phone is designed to keep you in a specific brainwave state? They understand vibration. They just don't want you to. Until now. Because you're here. You're ready. And once you see this, you can never unsee it. Let me tell you how reality actually works. Not the version they taught you in school. The real version. You are not observing reality. You are creating it. Every thought you think sends out a vibrational signal. Every emotion you feel amplifies that signal. Every belief you hold creates an energetic pattern that the universe must match. This isn't wishful thinking. This is quantum physics. When scientists observe subatomic particles, the particles behave differently than when they're not being observed. The mere act of observation collapses infinite possibilities into one specific reality. You are constantly collapsing infinite possibilities into your specific reality through your vibrational frequency. Think of it this way. Reality is like an infinite ocean of potential. Your vibration is like a mold. The ocean flows into whatever shape you provide. Vibrating lack. The universe molds itself to show you more lack. Vibrating abundance. The universe rearranges itself to reflect abundance back to you. But here's what most people get wrong. It's not about positive thinking. You can't fool the universe. You can say, I am abundant 1,000 times, but if your body is contracted with fear, if your heart is closed with doubt, if your energy field is broadcasting scarcity, guess which signal the universe receives? Your frequency is your whole being's broadcast. Thoughts, emotions, beliefs, and cellular memory all combined. And the universe is always responding to your true signal, not your words. Let me share a story that will make this real for you. There was a woman, Sarah, trapped in a cycle of scarcity. Every month, struggling to pay rent. Every relationship ending in betrayal. Every opportunity somehow slipping away. She tried everything, vision boards, affirmations, working harder. Nothing changed until she understood frequency. She realized she wasn't poor because of her circumstances. Her circumstances were poor because of her frequency. Deep down, she believed she didn't deserve abundance. Her father had always struggled with money. Her mother always said, people like us don't get ahead. These beliefs were running like old software in her energetic field. So she did something radical. Instead of chasing money, she began vibrating gratitude every morning. Before her mind could remind her of what she lacked, she would place her hand on her heart and feel genuine appreciation for her breath, for the sun, for the fact that her heart kept beating without her having to think about it. She started blessing her food before eating it, infusing it with gratitude. She began moving her body to music, shaking loose the stagnant energy of fear. She spoke to herself like she would speak to someone she loved. Within 3 weeks, she received an unexpected check from an old employer. Within 2 months, she was offered a position that doubled her income. Within 6 months, she was in a relationship with someone who cherished her. The circumstances didn't create the frequency change. The frequency change created the circumstances. This is the law. As within, so without. As above, so below. Your inner world creates your outer world, not the other way around. Every spiritual text has tried to tell us this. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. With faith the size of a mustard seed, you can move mountains. Be the change you wish to see in the world. They weren't speaking metaphorically. They were describing the mechanics of reality. Your frequency is like a magnet. But unlike a regular magnet that only attracts metal, your frequency attracts experiences, people, opportunities, and circumstances that match your vibration. Lonely people attract more reasons to feel lonely. Grateful people attract more reasons to feel grateful. This isn't punishment or reward. It's physics. Like attracts like. Frequency attracts matching frequency. Right now, in this moment, you are broadcasting a signal. The universe is responding. Your tomorrow is being shaped by your today's vibration. The question is, what frequency are you choosing? Now we come to the most important part. Knowledge without application is merely philosophy. I'm going to give you practical, powerful ways to raise your frequency starting right now. Not tomorrow, not when you feel ready. Now, because transformation isn't a future event. It's a present moment choice. 1. The sacred breath. Before you do anything else, breathe. But breathe with intention. Try this with me now. Breathe in for 4 counts. Hold for 4 counts. Release for 4 counts. Hold empty for 4 counts. This is the breath of balance. With each inhale, imagine golden light filling your body. With each exhale, release any density, any fear, any frequency that no longer serves you. 3 rounds of this can shift your entire energetic state. Your breath is your most immediate access to frequency change. Use it. Gratitude before the world. Tomorrow morning, before you check your phone, before you let the world tell you who you are and what to worry about, place your hand on your heart. Feel 3 things you're genuinely grateful for, not from your head, from your body. Feel the gratitude in your chest. Let it warm you. This simple practice rewires your neural pathways and sets your frequency for the entire day. Remember, you're tuning your inner world before you engage with the outer world. Bless your water. You are mostly water. The water you drink becomes you. Before you drink, hold the glass in both hands. Send it love. Send it gratitude. Say silently or aloud, "This water nourishes my highest self. This water raises my vibration. This water is medicine for my soul. Think this is silly? Remember Dr. Emoto's work. Water responds to consciousness. You are literally programming your body's building blocks with higher frequency. Sacred sound. Sound is one of the fastest ways to shift frequency. Listen to 432 Hz music. It resonates with the universe's natural frequency. Or try 528 Hz, the love frequency that repairs DNA. Better yet, create sound yourself. Chant Om 3 times. Feel it vibrate in your chest. Hum. Sing. Your voice is a frequency generator. Use it. Move the energy. Stagnant energy creates low vibration. Move your body, and you move your frequency. Dance for 2 minutes. Shake your whole body. Walk in nature. Do yoga. Jump. Movement isn't exercise, it's energy alchemy. When you move, you literally shake loose old patterns and make space for new frequencies. High-frequency fuel. Everything you consume has a frequency. Fresh, living foods vibrate high. Processed, dead foods vibrate low. Fruits and vegetables that have been sun-kissed carry the frequency of life force. Water-rich foods hydrate your cells and improve your conductivity. You don't have to be perfect. Just be conscious. Ask yourself, will this raise or lower my frequency? Then choose accordingly. Nature's frequency. Trees vibrate at a frequency that harmonizes your energy field. The ocean's waves create negative ions that elevate mood and clarity. The sun's rays literally charge your cells. Spend time in nature without agenda. Just be. Let the Earth's natural frequency recalibrate your own. Even 5 minutes with bare feet on grass can ground you and reset your vibration. Guard your words. Your words are spells. That's why it's called spelling. Every word you speak is a vibrational command to the universe. Are you affirming limitation or liberation? Instead of "I can't afford it," try "I'm choosing something different right now." Instead of "I'm so stressed," try "I'm learning to find peace in this moment." Instead of "nothing ever works out," try "I'm open to new possibilities." Small shifts, massive frequency changes. The evening clearing. Before sleep, place both hands on your heart. Say, "I release any frequencies that don't serve my highest good. I call back any energy I've scattered throughout the day. I am whole. I am complete. I vibrate at the frequency of love." Sleep is when your body resets. Enter it clean. Enter it high frequency. You don't need to do all of these. Start with one conscious breath, one moment of gratitude, one blessed glass of water. One is enough to shift the signal. Because here's the secret. The moment you consciously choose to raise your frequency, you've already begun to rise. I need to speak directly to those of you who are hearing all of this through a fog of pain. Those who are thinking, "This sounds beautiful, but you don't understand my situation. You don't know my trauma. You don't feel my depression. I see you, and I need you to hear this. You are not broken. You are vibrating out of alignment. There's a difference. Broken implies permanent. Broken implies unfixable. But frequency can be changed in an instant. If you're in the depths of grief, depression, trauma, or despair, you're not failing at this law. You're experiencing the heaviness of low-frequency emotions. And that's okay. That's human. But here's what they didn't tell you about low vibrations. They're not your enemy. They're your teachers. They're showing you contrast. They're helping you understand what alignment feels like by showing you what it doesn't. You can't bypass your pain by pretending to be high frequency. The universe knows. Your cells know. Spiritual bypassing is just another form of resistance, and resistance locks in low frequency. Instead, try this. Sit with your pain. Don't push it away. Breathe into it. Say to it, I see you. I feel you. You're welcome here. Then breathe love into that pain. Not to fix it, not to change it, just to be with it. Something magical happens when you stop resisting low frequencies. They transform. Not because you forced them to, but because love is the highest frequency, and love transforms everything it touches. If you're in poverty, bless the money you do have. If you're lonely, send love to your own heart. If you're sick, thank your body for fighting for you. If you're heartbroken, honor your capacity to love so deeply. Start where you are, not where you think you should be. One conscious breath when you're drowning is more powerful than 1,000 affirmations when you're already floating. One moment of self-compassion when you're in self-hatred shifts more energy than years of self-improvement from a place of not enough. Listen to me. Even one intentional breath can change the frequency. Even one. That's how powerful you are. And for those of you who feel like you can't even manage that, who feel so low that even breathing feels hard, know this. Your soul is still vibrating. Beneath the pain, beneath the thoughts, beneath the crushing weight of human experience, your essence vibrates at the frequency of pure love. You haven't lost it. You've just forgotten how to feel it. Use sound. When you can't shift your thoughts, use 528 Hz frequency. Let it play while you sleep. Your cells will respond even when your mind can't. Use water. Take a bath with intention. Water cleanses energy. As you soak, imagine the water drawing out all low frequencies and filling you with light. Use surrender. Sometimes the highest frequency choice is to stop trying so hard, to lay down the burden of fixing yourself, to simply say, Universe, I can't do this alone. Help me remember who I am. And if you're reading this, if you've made it this far, that's proof that something in you believes, even if it's just a spark. That spark is enough. Because belief, even the tiniest seed of it, is the beginning of frequency shift. You're not behind. You're not too late. You're not too broken. You're exactly where you need to be, reading exactly what you need to read, at exactly the right moment. Your only job is to be willing to feel a little better, willing to believe that change is possible. willing to take one conscious breath. The universe will meet you there. It always does. Let me share some stories of real people who discovered the power of frequency. Not to impress you, but to show you what's possible when you align with this law. There was a woman who had suffered from IBS for 15 years. Doctors, diets, medications, nothing worked. Then she learned about frequency. She began blessing her food and water before every meal. Not elaborate prayers, simple words. Thank you for nourishing me. I receive this with love. Within a month, her symptoms disappeared. Not improved, disappeared. Her doctor called it spontaneous remission. She knew better. She had changed the frequency of what she was consuming, and her body responded. A teenager couldn't sleep without nightmares. Every night, visions of death and darkness. His parents tried everything. Then someone suggested 528 hertz frequency. Skeptical, but desperate, he began playing it softly through headphones as he slept. The first night, he slept peacefully. Within a week, the nightmares were gone. Sound frequency had literally reprogrammed his subconscious. A man in his 40s had been carrying the weight of his father's death for 20 years. Every morning, he woke with a boulder of sadness on his chest. Therapy helped him understand it, but couldn't shift it. Then he tried something different. Each morning, he would sit with that sadness, not pushing it away, not trying to heal it, just sitting with it and sending it love. "You've been with me so long," he would say. "You must have been protecting me from something. Thank you. You can rest now." Week by week, the boulder became a stone. The stone became a pebble. The pebble dissolved into peace. He didn't fight his low frequency. He loved it into transformation. These aren't miracles. This is law. This is what happens when you align with the truth of how reality works. See, everything in this universe moves in spirals. Galaxies spiral, DNA spirals, energy spirals. When you raise your frequency, you don't just go up, you spiral up, gathering more light, more power, more alignment with each revolution. The ancients knew this. That's why the spiral appears in every culture. It's the symbol of evolution, of consciousness expanding, of frequency rising. You are that spiral. You are that ever-expanding consciousness, remembering how to rise, and like a tuning fork that sets other tuning forks vibrating. When you raise your frequency, you give others permission to raise theirs, without saying a word, without doing anything except being who you truly are. Your frequency ripples out like circles on water. Your family feels it. Your community feels it. The strangers you pass on the street feel it, even if they don't know why they suddenly felt a little lighter after walking past you. This is how we change the world. Not through force, not through fighting, through frequency. One person vibrating at the frequency of love can lift an entire room. A group vibrating at the frequency of peace can shift a community. A critical mass vibrating at the frequency of truth can transform a planet. And it starts with you, with your next breath, with your next thought, with your next choice. And so, dear soul, we come full circle. You began this journey, perhaps curious, perhaps skeptical, perhaps hoping for something you couldn't quite name. What you've discovered is both simpler and more profound than your mind wanted to believe. Everything is energy. You are energy, and you have the power to tune your frequency to create any reality you choose. This isn't about becoming someone new. It's about vibrating in alignment with who you've always been. Beneath the conditioning, beneath the fear, beneath the stories of limitation, you are pure consciousness, capable of vibrating at any frequency you choose. You are not behind. You are remembering. You are not broken. You are realigning. You are not alone. You are connected to everything through the web of frequency that binds all life. The ancients hid this knowledge in plain sight. In every spiritual text, in every sacred symbol, in every mystery teaching, the same truth appears. As within, so without. Change your frequency, change your life. But knowing this isn't enough. Knowledge without embodiment is spiritual entertainment. The universe responds to what you practice, not what you preach. So I leave you with this activation. Place your hand on your heart. Feel it beating. That rhythm is your direct connection to the rhythm of the universe. And repeat these words, not from your mind, but from your soul. I remember who I am. I align with my highest frequency. I vibrate at the speed of love. I am energy, creating reality with every breath. And so it is. Feel those words vibrating through your cells. Feel them rewiring your frequency. Feel them calling forth the truth that has always lived within you. You didn't find this teaching by accident. You called it forth with your readiness. And now, having remembered this law, you can never truly forget it. It will work in your life, whether you consciously use it or not. But why not use it? Why not become a conscious creator? Why not vibrate so high that you lift everyone around you simply by being? The world needs your frequency, not your achievements, not your productivity, your frequency, your unique energetic signature, vibrating at its highest potential. Everything you seek is already within you, vibrating at the frequency of your desires. Your job is simply to match that frequency, to become the tuning fork that calls forth your highest timeline. This is the law of vibration, the second of 12 universal laws that govern our reality. You now carry this flame of knowledge. Guard it. Use it. Share it with those ready to receive it. And know this, from this moment forward, you are different. Not because I said so, because you remembered so. The very act of receiving this transmission has shifted your frequency. You can feel it, can't you? That subtle hum of recognition, that gentle activation of truth. Welcome home to yourself. Welcome home to your power. Welcome home to the frequency of who you truly are. The universe is listening. What frequency will you broadcast? Comment below. I remember who I am, and I align with the frequency of truth. Your words are a vibrational decree. Speak them, claim them, live them, until we meet again in the field of infinite possibility. Remember, you are energy. Everything is frequency, and your vibration creates your reality. Now go forth and vibrate the world into a higher octave.